In the U.S., there's 80 million people who live to an average age of 78, and today 46 million family members have to care for them in some way.
When you think of GE and you think of healthcare, the things you're thinking of are like diagnostics and like MRI and X-ray.
On April 20th, some of the brightest business school students from Kellogg, MIT Sloan, Tuck, and Yale competed in a strategic war game about the future of the wireless health marketplace.
Why is Bosch the one who's the most qualified to handle those increases?
Today's global healthcare system suffers from massive inefficiency, wasting up to $2.5 trillion each year. Much of the inefficiency stems from patients' inability to share information with their hospitals or doctors in real time.
They're the market leaders in that space, and obviously that's where they want to stay.
The growing wireless health industry is beginning to close this gap, connecting patients from the home to their doctors and caregivers.
We're going to be an attractive partner. We're going to be able to solicit people to play ball on our platform.
Companies such as Bosch, GE, Medtronic, and Independa are among those that will be a part of this tech healthcare revolution.
I think the other three companies don't understand the home healthcare.
We can't be sure which type of company, devices, software, or services will be most successful in this new space. But whichever side gains momentum, you can be sure it will forever change how consumers engage with physicians and the healthcare world.
When's the last time you've seen a $500 application in Walgreens? Are we sure that's really
in the battle
best
for
platform?
wireless health, witness how these companies may play out their strategies over the next few years in one of the 21st century's greatest business opportunities. Please join Fuld Company for a day of insight and discovery.
Wargame is a simulation of an industry, of a marketplace, where you are throwing companies that compete with each other to find out, do they have weak points, strategic weak points, or strategic opportunities they may be missing because they're often lost in their own thoughts, own management discussions. This places the market pressures from the outside in the company and forces that company to respond or react to market forces that it has chosen to ignore or sidestep.
Expanding wireless health doesn't necessarily have to mean like bringing the right iPhone app to a patient.
It helps to put yourself in other people's shoes. And if you're representing one company, you want to look at your competitors, you want to look at everyone else in the industry. And while sometimes we may take a surface level look at that, it helps to delve deeper and to really think, okay, if I'm that guy, where am I going? How am I going to get there, and what do I need to do?
Seeing a war game is something that I think my own company could use in our strategic planning process. I think a lot of the knowledge is sort of bottled up in people's heads, and you just need the sort of framework and the time to think about things from different points of view, and then more importantly, figure out how to formulate a strategy. What are you going to do about it?
It was a tremendous experience.
A lot of times we get ingrained in where we are. It can lead you to be off track. I think that was the key part for me, which is a realization that I'll take with me, which is always once I make a decision, once I make a strategy, is what assumptions am I making in the process.
That you only have 50,000 patients.
That's actually 50,000 more than Care Innovation.
For real companies in real war games, it shows them where they can save costs or where they are missing market niches, where they see the clunkiness of a distribution channel. They begin to understand that there are marginal improvements that can make huge differences to how they succeed and become more profitable. And you get a really very rich, very robust way of looking at the market, understanding it in all its complexity and subtleties in a very short space of time.